Good morning, everyone. Today is my last day of work. Let me explain. Today is my last day at my current job. The 31st, I had a job interview and I got it that same day. So I start that job on the 11th and I'm finally on the last day here. I've already told you guys, but I worked at a bakery. There are good things and there are bad things about it, of course, for every job, but here, things just kind of started piling up. Communication wasn't that good, order mess ups, or general issues that confused a lot of people and made things more complicated than they need to be for us and the customers. The organization was not good, especially on big holidays where we'd have a long line out the door. Finding orders, making sure everyone had what they needed in their order, which every time there were at least a handful of people who didn't have their full order because of this disorganization. Another thing that was kind of recent, the owner basically said that we couldn't sit down anymore, which is weird in and of itself. And lastly, and the most important, is they started messing up people's checks. So basically, I'd cash in my check, and then I would, have the money, and then a week later, it'd be oops, this money's gone, the check bounced. That's happened at least 3 times, probably more. The person who does the checks is just I don't even think they should be doing them in the first place, because the person doing them is basically, I've been told that to the owner, that's his daughter. She's messed up multiple times. And there's also been times where the check didn't bounce, she just genuinely forgot. There was one time where she forgot and then she went on a week-long vacation, which I think is so messed up, because how are you gonna not pay people but then have time to go on your own vacation when these people have families and rent and all that? I'm really fortunate that if I did miss a check, it's not the biggest deal to me. Because I don't have really that many bills to pay or anything like that. And I'm very grateful for that. But we had the bakers, we had the manager, the other workers. So you're just gonna be on vacation while they have to wait to be paid. And I think already the bakers were paid last. And I think one specific baker was paid the very last for some reason. Which also doesn't sound right. Because the bakers are basically they're holding the store together. How are you gonna pay them last? At first I was you should pay them first, but then it's why don't we all just get paid at the same time? Why is it different times? Well, I do say that, I did genuinely like the job. I liked the people I worked with. They were all really nice and personable. The customers are all nice. It's a small business and it's mainly older people. So it's you get regulars and people want to talk to you and you want to hear their stories and all that. And it's also just a pretty easy job anyway. It's not one you have to really think about. Okay, hi. I just finished my last shift, and I don't know how I feel about it. Well, I feel fine. I'm feeling pretty calm. I don't know what I expected to feel. I know changing jobs is pretty normal, especially since this isn't a career. I was gonna go to the park today and go on a walk, but 1, it's hot. 2, I have a bunch of donuts and stuff that I grabbed that I don't really want to melt. And 3, I'm hungry, so we're just gonna go home. I might get a haircut today, but we have to see. If I do, it'll be later. So I'm gonna head home. We can talk more later when I get back, and yeah, but last shift, and I have a little bit of a break before I start work again, so yay. Hello, I went ahead and just got the haircut. We're gonna go home and then we're gonna eat, and then I'll talk to you guys later. So I'll see you then. Hi, it is the next day. Ignore the stains on my shirt. I don't know where they came from, but they're there. So you might have already seen, but I spent some time outside this morning, and it was nice. I didn't really feel like being on my phone or anything, so I was let me go outside. And I knew I also wanted to start painting again, and I also wanted to read, so I just brought out both of those things. So now I'm gonna do some language studying, and then I think I'm gonna just like game for a while. So far this is going well. I've been doing this whole thing for like a couple weeks now, and it's basically where I do one hobby a day. I like work on my nervous system. I don't do any screen time, and I do like a screen time replacer, so like reading. And then I also meditate, and then I do like gratitude, work on my mindset and everything. And that hasn't been bad. It hasn't been overwhelming or anything. Like I've been doing it fine. It makes me feel like more productive and more like a person. Also, first day of me not having to go to work. So this is nice. I only have a couple, well not a couple, I have a few days until I start work again, but it's nice to be able to just chill for a minute and like get myself together before I start my new job. And definitely also like really work on my mindset. I think I can already tell the difference because I was pretty scared of starting my new job. And that would happen like at least a few times a day where I would think about it, but like past couple days I've been fine. I mean, I'm sure I'll be nervous on the first day, and I think that's normal. But I think otherwise it's like pretty good. Hello everyone, we are back. Yesterday was pretty chill. Today I just got some emails for my onboarding process for my new job, so I'm gonna take a look at that. And then I am also gonna crochet a little bit. I'm trying to make a dress for myself, and I want to finish it before summer ends and at least wear it once. So we're gonna do that today. And I also want to make like a mesh bag, but that can be later. Alright, well, I have to wait till the day before I start to do that, so whatever. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna start going back to my dress that I'm making. Okay, I'm back. This is the color yarn I'm using. I think it's lilac, but this was Big Twist brand, but they only sell with Joann's, and Joann's closed down, at least where I'm at. So I don't know if they still have it, but there you go. I am okay with my job so far, and like how I feel about it. For the most part, I'm okay. There are definitely times where I get like really nervous about it, but it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. And I mean, I've definitely gotten better at like calming myself down, which is very new for me. Like it's something that I've never really done before, just because I didn't really know how. And I also thought, I was kind of just like, I know in the end, like I'll be fine, so I kind of just suffered through it in silence. But I realized that I don't have to do that, and it's fine to actually have healthy coping mechanisms. Yesterday, I did start up EFT tapping again. I never stuck with it for long for whatever reason, but it's something that I'm trying to actually stick with this time around. So right now, it's mainly just like focusing on my fears and like making sure I don't like pass out from the anxiety or like start overthinking. So I think right now I'm saying like my fear does not control me. And I am also being like, I love my job, and all that stuff. I don't know if I'll stick with that one just because I don't think that's the main problem. I was just doing it in the moment just because I felt off. I just didn't know how. I knew it was something about me being anxious with my job, but yeah, so we're probably gonna figure that out. I'm still meditating and I'm still doing the gratitude. The gratitude's new. I only started that a couple days ago, but it feels like, well, I don't feel anything really. It's definitely one of those things that I need to practice. Like I'm writing things down that I'm grateful for. I just don't feel the gratitude yet. Maybe that's just because of like, I think it's definitely because of just like my negative mindset most of the time, and I think it's also just because of my depression that makes it hard for me to feel like regular emotions most of the time. So it's something that I definitely have to get used to. So I'm hoping that the more I write, the more I'll actually like start to see things and feel gratitude. Oh, I don't think I told you which dress I'm making. So I am making the sundress from Wonder Netting.
I'll like put a photo up. But yeah, so far the tutorial is pretty easy to follow, and it's a really cute dress. So if you guys want to do that, I would recommend checking it out. I feel like it's pretty beginner friendly. I guess I don't know if I qualify as a beginner anymore or not, but it's really not that hard. It might be a little confusing, just because there are decreases, but it's not, that part is not hard. It's just a little, it takes a little bit to get used to. That might be like the hardest part of this dress, honestly. And you don't even do it that much. You do it a few times, and then I think that's it. I am enjoying my time off because I feel like it's giving me a chance to like actually reset and just like get myself together before I start my job. Like it's giving me a moment to breathe, and then I'm also able to do all this other stuff. Like I'm able to work on resetting my nervous system beforehand. I definitely also had a moment yesterday where I was just reading on my bed, and it was kind of like, wow. It was such a small moment, but it's like I thought about being able to do this like weeks, months, years ago. Like just relaxing on my bed, not looking at a screen, and just being on autopilot, like I was actually like just existing off of technology. And I was like, wow, wait, I kind of did it. Did I manifest this? And it just felt like, ooh, that like hit me. And it's so small, like it's not like a big dream of mine. Like it's an important goal that I had, but it wasn't like becoming fully self-employed or anything like that. But it still felt important enough to me and like impactful to see that there was some growth and some change, because I just feel like for so long, like so many years, there just hasn't been any. Um, and like, or hasn't been any that I've actually like seen or felt, like that I actually felt. And like, I know I've probably made some changes. Like, I don't think it's possible to like stay the exact same all the time, but it never really felt it. Maybe it's just like in my like headspace, it's where it's changed. Because I think I do, like, I've definitely changed. Like, I'm definitely more just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go for it now than I used to be. Because, like, me in the past, I'd probably never do that. Um, so, well, not probably, I definitely wouldn't. And I don't even really get that nervous about it. Like, I'm just like, whatever, let's just try it out. And then I do it, and it's like, who is she? That's not me. But yeah, it's a different vibe. And I think I like it. And I'm definitely in the weird in between stage where I'm not hating it, but I also don't like it. Like, we're definitely uncomfortable, but I guess that's a sign that it's working or something's changing, so I'm gonna go with it. So, tomorrow, I decided to basically take myself out on like a little date. Um, I have to pick up my second to last check tomorrow, and I thought that I wanted to go to the library. I wanted to go to Michael's and grab some crafts because I'm finding that I have a lot of not free, well, like free time, but blank space where I don't want to be online, but I also don't want to do any of my current hobbies. And I'm looking into making a junk journal. So I thought I'd try that out, and I want to get a few things. And I might go to the park. It's gonna be hot, so maybe not, but I at least want to try. So yeah, I am weirdly excited.
I'm gonna put on some sandals and we're gonna head out. Okay, we're here, so I'm about to pick up my check and then I'm gonna head to the library. Okay, I got the books. Let me show you guys what I got. Chocolate by Joanne Harris. The Very Secret Society of Regular Witches by Sangu Mandana. Maeve Binchy's A Week in Winter. And then I ordered like 4 books. Technically 5, but one of them wasn't like on the shelf, so I just said, just tell me when that one's here. So I had 4, but I didn't see it on the shelf, so I go up to the desk and she's like, oh, it's right here. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I just like, I don't really know why, but she said it's a book club book. One kit, which is 10 books in zippered bags. 6-week checkout, no renewals. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so I accidentally got 10 books, but now we're heading to Michael's. I'm hoping to see some like scrap paper. Do I need glue stick? I might need a glue stick, because I don't know if I have any. And maybe some other stuff. We're just gonna look around. But yeah, that's done, so I'll see you guys later. Okay, we're back home. This is the 4th book. Still Life. Louise Penny. It's like 1:30 right now. I'm putting on noodles because I haven't eaten today. I thought about eating before I left, but then I was like, it'll be a nice reward when you get back. So, was that smart? Probably not, but whatever. This dress is Forever 21. I made the shrug myself, and then the bag I got. Did I show you guys the bag? This is the bag. She's cute. She's tiny. Does it say it anywhere? I got this as a gift, so I don't know where it's from. But yeah. And then I just wore like basic white sandals. I don't remember where I got those from. Hello everyone. I am currently at a park. I did a second test run to my job today. And it was a little stressful, but that was just because I took some wrong turns. But I think I figured out the path that I like. So I decided just on a whim to see if I could actually make it here. Because I've been trying to come here for over a year. But it seems like whenever I would try, it's like there'd be simply no parking, and I'm not parallel parking because I don't really know how to do that. So yeah, but we managed to find parking way at the very back. I was scared that there wasn't any parking because it's 10 a.m. on a Monday. So yeah, we're gonna walk around a bit, and yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also kind of nervous that I'm gonna get lost, but I'm not gonna worry about it that much. So let's go. All right, we are out. I don't know where I'm going. I'm kind of just walking, but for once it's not too hot out here. Maybe because it's early. We're just gonna like see where to go. And hopefully I can get in somehow. It's a small park. I kind of thought it was bigger, but it's fine because it's small and cozy. And there are so many butterflies. It's crazy. I feel like I've never seen this many butterflies before. But yeah, it's very peaceful. So I went on a drive today to my new job. I went yesterday with my mom just to test things out. And it was a little stressful just because obviously it's a new path for me. I pretty much have all the anxieties. So driving anxiety is definitely on the list. So that was already new for me.
And there were a few stressful parts where it's kind of like having to get on the opposite side of the road on a busy street. So I tried to see if there was a different route I could take today. And I think it was worse because there are stop signs on both sides of the street, but people don't care about that and they just go when they want. I think like 2 or 3 cars went when it was my turn. And then as I was going, this other lady was going, and I was like, ma'am, can you not? Can you wait your turn, please? So, yeah, there's that. But for a second, I thought that maybe I should just like push myself and go for it. Just because I am trying to challenge myself. But at the same time, it's kind of like I don't have to push myself so hard to where I'm just genuinely uncomfortable, like in a bad way. And I think if I'm controlling like a 6,000 pound vehicle, if I want to take it safe, I should take it safe. So I figured out the route that I think is best for me. So I'm happy about that at least. So that part's not stressful anymore. It's just a matter of actually starting my job. So that's kind of scary. I'm nervous about that just because it's a new job in general. And 2, I managed to find my schedule today, and if it's set in stone, I'm working like 7 hours a few times a week, which is very much different from what I'm used to, which is working like 3 to 4 hours. So I'm kind of nervous about that. I've been trying to have work-life balance, which is why I was only doing like 4-ish hours. But I know because my job was so lenient, because my job was so lenient, I was really like, I was using that to my advantage. Like I was calling off way too much. I was coming in later than I was supposed to. So like I think this job, because it's stricter, it's gonna force me to be like more committed. And more, I guess, on a schedule, which I'm choosing to look at positively, because if I don't, I'm gonna start panicking. So I'm just telling myself that it gives me more stuff to do, it helps me learn quicker, and it'll make me more confident in the long run. I think this is a lesson, honestly. I think I'm being taught to be more committed to things and to test myself to see that I'm stronger than I think I am. But at the same time, if it ends up being too much, having that boundary of, hey, can I work less hours, is gonna stress me out so much. But we're not gonna worry about that yet because we're not there yet. We're home. It was a nice walk and I feel like I got a lot done already. Now I'm gonna start my onboarding stuff. I'm just like filling out my planner right now of what I had to do today. Let's just get it done with. Okay, we are about to leave. I'm about to just head to Panera's and get a sandwich and I think macaroni, because their macaroni is really good. So we're gonna do that and then we're gonna come back, eat, and then I'll start my onboarding stuff. And then the rest of the day is mine.
I love myself. I accept myself for who I am, flaws and all. I trust myself completely. Good morning, everyone. It is August 12th, and today is the first day of my new job. I had a dream about starting my first day. I've never really had a dream like this, like where it's so specific and accurate and like on time. Everyone was very nice. Like people were like just giving me things, and everyone was like, the job seemed easy enough. I am weirdly calm right now. I mean, like, I'm still nervous, but I'm not anxious like I was. Like, it's just plain nerves now, which I think is fine, because it's better than me over-stressing myself out. So, you guys saw a little bit of what I'm starting to do. Some gratitude and then affirmations in the morning and also at night, I think, is what I'm gonna do.
Here it's like 9:40 something. I took an anxiety pill just in case. I feel surprisingly fine. Like I'm nervous, but I'm not like killing myself here, which I guess is a good sign, but I just took it as a precaution because I don't know, my anxiety gets weird sometimes. So I'm probably gonna go in at like 50. So I'm gonna wait in here for a while. Yeah, we're gonna wait here for a minute. I have no idea if I parked in the right spot. I saw all the signs say guest parking. I didn't see anything for employee parking. So I'm assuming where it doesn't say guest parking is where I park. But I don't know. I'll just ask when I get in there. So yeah, I will wait here for a minute and then I will see you guys after my shift. Wish me luck. I just got off and I'm getting in the car and there's just a rainbow out there. That's so pretty. It's a bit hard to see through the window, but she's there. Today, honestly, was not bad. It was generally like 4 hours of me just sitting around though, like completing virtual training. So that wasn't like the funnest. And then I just did like bagging stuff and I looked a little bit at like the self-checkout area and like looking at what people do and all that. I'll update you guys more because I just want to go home. But I will see you guys at home.
Okay, we're back home. Okay, so I didn't really do much today. It was kind of mind-numbing, to be honest, because they had me do virtual training. And they did that for 4 hours. I think they low-key forgot about me. But finally, they called me downstairs and they like showed me some stuff. They showed me, what did they show me? Like how to bag stuff, kind of. They showed me like how to like watch people if they need help or if there's any issues for self-checkout. And then they basically showed me how to log into the register as a cashier, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty slow today, so there wasn't much to do other than like kind of stand around. So I don't know. I wasn't really that nervous today. I took the pill. I think it helped. I can't really tell. It wasn't a hard day. It was just 4 hours of just doing test after test and looking at everything. Like I was starting to lose focus. It was not it. So in all honesty, today wasn't a bad day, but I just don't know how to feel about it. Like I didn't hate it, but I don't want to say I liked it either. But I don't know. It's only the first day, so I'm gonna give it a while. I think half of it was just because, I don't know, it was, maybe it was a little stressful just because of how they throw you in. And I know that's like how they do it, but you know, obviously for me, that's like, oh no, I need time. And I think it's even harder for me now because this is the biggest place I've been in. It's a smaller store compared to other Whole Foods. Like it's pretty tiny and cozy, but it's still much bigger. Like the places I worked at were maybe like the size, like maybe a single, like a 1-bed apartment, maybe like a studio to like a 1-bed is about the size I'd say I'm used to working in. So yeah, pretty small. And that one's like, obviously it's the size of a grocery store. So I don't know how I managed to, I don't know, I shock myself every time I think back on things because I'm like, how did I do this before?
Sun is shining.
Okay, hi. I forgot that I have a cake to pick up. I'm gonna do that, then I'll catch up with you guys. I got the cake. I will show a picture somewhere around here. I was gonna go to the park, but honestly, I don't know what happened, but driving on the way there, it did not feel good. Like, nothing bad happened, but there was just a lot of like weirdly stressful moments, and it triggered my anxiety.
Open roads ahead, wind in our hair, colors turning red, no more need to care. Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky, summer nights and days in so many ways. Waves are calling now, stand beneath our feet, find the way somehow, heartbeats in the heat. Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky, summer nights and days in so many ways. Laughing till we fall, dancing through magic never fades with each step we made. Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky. Summer nights and days in so many ways.